Hey everybody, this is Red Specs Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Eternal. As promised in this episode, we are going to automate our steel production a little bit, and then after that we're going to really start driving hard towards a real power grid system that we want to set up. So, I hope you guys are ready for that. Sit back, relax, and let's get started. Alright, while we wait on steel production, we're going to actually make one more thing to kind of set that up a little bit, and to do that we need some pulsating iron. And if we look at pulsating iron, you will see that pulsating iron is made, look at the alloy furnace, it's basically iron and ender pearls. Whether you got it in dust form or whatever, that's what it is. So we have no ender pearls currently. But the good thing about this pack is there is, in fact, I see there's no ender pearls in here. There is, in fact, a shop. So if we go into the shop, you'll notice right now I have that much money. And I'm sure if I complete a lot of these quests, we can finish that. So let's go into the shop first, and we're going to go down to oddities. And we're going to go down on oddities, and you'll see there's ender pearls. And I'm going to buy 4 of these. Okay? So we'll go... Boom, that drained off a lot of my money, but that's okay. Because the only thing I really ever use these for is for buying ender pearls. There's other uses, I'm sure. And we're going to do 4 pearls to 4 iron ingots. And then that it should, when it melts down, there we go. That should melt down into pulsating iron because it'll mix with the pearls. And so pearls take a while to melt. So we'll give it just a second here. Anytime now. Here we go now. Hurry up. And you know what? Give it a little more. I guess that's as far as we've gotten. Alright, so there you go. They melted. And then it became molten pulsating iron. 4 ingots worth. And then that we can pour out into this. And that cools fairly quickly. Alright. So, pulsating iron in the network now. We can make some item conduits. All the conduits. So, conduit binder and pulsating iron nuggets. Which we don't have the iron nuggets because we don't have pulsating iron on the wall. So, if we actually go pulsating iron, pull that out, and chuck it up on a wall somewhere, like, let's say right here, for example. Now, whenever we need to make the item conduit, so if we do item conduit, bam, it'll pull in now because it knows how to do that. And so we're going to make two of those. That'll give us 16. And the reason we did that is we'll come down here and we go bam and bam, except he doesn't connect right there. Will he connect here? No? Does he not connect at all? Ooh. Wonder if you can't connect him. Ought to be a way to automate this, though. Let me look at this for a second. What do we see? Can we connect you to this? No. He doesn't seem to want to connect to this. There's gotta be a way to get stuff out of here. What if we do... We may have to do this. Let's do a hopper. Okay, we'll make a quick hopper. Bam. I don't think I have this automated on my stream game, come to think of it. I think because we don't use it enough. Right at the beginning, sure. What we're going to do is we're going to knock these out real quick. Come down here, and then we're going to put our chest. Where'd that chest go? Went into the bag, didn't it? Yep. Not that bag. Not that bag. Am I missing it, guys? Did that chest just disappear? I feel like that chest just disappeared. Neither bag is holding that chest. Very strange. Okay. Well, we'll get a new one. Here we go. Take that chest. Put that chest there. And we'll come over one more. and take that hopper. We'll put that hopper there. Is that draining it? It is not. This thing doesn't want to pull stuff out. I bet you there's a specific side we have to do. Let's test that, shall we? You come here. You come here. This one is probably very specific on the sides that it wants. So let's see if we can hook the Ender IO item to any of it. Nope, not there. Though it does want to do that one. What about on top? Can we hook it on top? Nope. Okay. I'll have to look into this and see if there's a way to automate this. But we'll just have to pull all that out for now. This, however, works. So he's on extract, he's on always active, and then he should be on insert. And then we should be able to get in here, and you can see it's pulling out the coke now. So we'll just let that run, and I guess we'll keep up with this guy, and I'll take a quick look online to see if we can automate pulling out of him. So be back in just a few minutes. Okay, so as it turns out, you can't automate the crude blast furnace. You can automate the improved blast furnace, and to do that we actually need to add some steel to this. So we've got 30 steel so far. I've been manually moving all the coke over. I would like to not have to do that though. That's the whole point of automating this, is that I can hook this to this and then we're good to go. So how we're going to do that is we're going to start by getting 2 iron ingots, and we're going to take our engineer's hammer and we're going to mix them with the iron ingots, and we're going to get iron plates. Actually, we only needed 1. And the reason we made the iron plate is we're going to, you notice I moved what molten aluminum brass I had from the tank over here. We're going to put the iron plate on this guy, and we're going to make a cast of it. And once we have a plate cast, then we can make plates out of anything in here. So we're going to take the steel, chuck it in there. We're going to speed this up a little bit because I'm impatient. And then we're going to start pouring steel plates. Is it not melted? Oh wait, we got to put that to the bottom. Steel plates to the bottom. We have 3 blocks, 3 ingots worth. And so we'll pour these out real quick. What we need is 27 of these. So we'll make this cool just a little bit faster. That way it's just a little quicker. And then we're going to come back over here, and we're going to pull all this out of here real fast. And we're actually going to break this back down. So let me get my 27 blocks here, we'll get our plates done, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so now we have 27 blast bricks and 30 steel plates. If we put these in here, we should be able to, I guess we can only do 1 at a time. Uh-oh, is the recipe different? Oh. Let's take a look real quick. Hang on. What we're looking for is reinforced blast. These guys. Oh, it's on top. Okay. So this is one of those that specific placement is important. Alright, and now we have those. We need one more thing. We'll throw the rest of these back up in here. We need another hopper. So we've got one already in there. And we're going to come over here. We're going to rebuild our 3x3x3 real quick. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. And we're going to take this hopper and we're going to put this hopper on top. Right there in the middle. Like that. And now when we hit it with the engineer's hammer, boom. We now have an improved blast furnace. And the good thing about this improved blast furnace is we should be able to hook up to the top of it. We may actually have to go right on top of it, so let me go do that real quick. May actually have to lift the roof a little bit here. Don't mind the dog. She's done at this point. So we'll open this up a little bit here, and then we will take the item conduit. And we'll go bam, and you can see it now hooks up to it because this is where the hopper was. So for this, we've got to go in here and we have to tell it to insert, not extract. So things going into it, and we can take more item conduit at this point. Bring it down. Bring it down one more. Oh wait, got to come out. We can take this over. We're not going to leave this like this. It's going to look nicer when I get done, but this is just to show you guys how to hook all this in. And let's tell this we're not doing anything right here, and tell this we're not doing anything right here. And then we can actually tell this we're also not doing anything right here. So it's all coming out of here and going into there now. And it should see as this fills up, it will put coke in here, and then we can load in more iron ourselves. And as the coke cooks, it'll drop in here and it'll cook us into some more here. Let's see. And then this also has outputs on it for getting out and for hooking up. There are other machines that you hook up to the side of this to make this cook faster, and we'll get into those a little later. Right now I just wanted to get some steel production done. I wanted to show you how you could automate from the coke oven to the blast oven and get your steel production going. So that's where we're gonna stop on this subject for the moment. Okay, so now that we have steel handled, which you can see I have got 74 of them now. It's still cooking over here as well. And I moved my creosote oil tank over to this side. You can see it's good to go. So now that that's handled, what we're gonna make is we're gonna start working towards our canola power. Is what we're gonna start working towards. So we need a few things. First off, we need some crystals. So if we look at the canola press, which is what we're gonna use to squeeze canola into canola oil, this guy here, we're going to need these Inori crystals, and we're going to need these redstonia crystals. Now last time we made some redstonia, I was showing you in the laser thing there over there, I forget the name of it again. We made some of those, so now we need some Inori crystals. And to make Inori crystals, we have to basically shoot iron into this, and it'll make Inori crystals for us. So let's get 2 blocks of iron. That'll give us 18 Inori crystals. We should be able to just chuck those right on in. Zap and zap. That gives us Inori crystal blocks, and then these we can turn into Inori crystals, so that gives us 18 of those. So we can check those back in there. And so the first thing we're worried about making is the canola press. And I'm gonna make sure we have enough for 3, because we're gonna load up on power with these. And so to do that, we need canola, we need blocks, we need the Inori crystals, but we need these first. And to make these, we have to have redstone and black quartz. So I think we have plenty of that. Let's make 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. We ran out of black quartz. Okay, so let's look for black quartz. And I think I actually have it exporting over here. Or am I out of black quartz? No, there's some black quartz right there. Okay, cool. And so we'll cook a couple of these. Later on, we're going to have a different way of doing this because you can get more than just cooking them. But for now, we'll need the bits that we have here. So we'll let that cook up real quick. And while that's doing that, we'll look at some other things that we need. Let's make sure of that canola press, we have everything else. And I believe we do. We have that. Oh, go back. Sorry. We got that, we've got gold, we've got that'll give us the coils, so that'll be okay. And everything else we should have in there. And then we're also going to need fermenting barrels, because fermenting barrels will take the tier 1 oil and turn it into tier 2 oil. And to make that, we need more of these Inori crystals, and we need some wood casings. And so I'm going to make 6 of these, because I'm going to have 1 on either side of the press. So that'll give us that, and then we go bam, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we have 6 of those. All right, and I'm gonna start loading up everything into a chest that we need, so I can just get it all out. So let's get a chest out of the network here, and this will be the canola farm storage chest where things are being put once we've made them. So there's our 6 fermenting barrels. Let me check on my black quartz. Should be good. It is. Chuck that back in here real quick. And then we go canola press. This guy right here. We need these guys right here. So let's get 3 of these. 1, 2, What did we run out of this time? Gold? Are we really out of gold? Hold on. No, we've got gold here. We've got plenty of gold. What's the deal then? Something else. I saw that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, redstonia. We need more redstonia, and that just means more redstone. So let's do that. Redstone. We'll do a stack of them. And we're going to have to go, well, so we're not going to have to do too much mining, because when we get this set up, we're going to be growing a lot of this with mystical agriculture. But we need the power first, because mystical agriculture, in conjunction with cloches, it's pretty high power demand, so that's why we're trying to get the power set up first. So, back to canola press. This, and then this, and then this, and then that. 2, 3. I'm not going to waste any extra that I don't have to. Now I can make 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And then I can go here, and I should be able to make 3 of these now. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that's it for the first part. And what that'll do is that'll take us, like I said, from tier 1, canola oil, to tier 2. Now to go to tier 3, we have to transform the seeds themselves that we get from canola into crystallized canola. And so to do that, we're going to need another one of these little laser thingies, and I always forget the name of it. It is an atomic reconstructor. I don't know why I always want to run back to the table. I always forget I have the remote. Atomic reconstructor. Let's see if we have everything we need for that. That's an iron casing. We're going to need to make the iron casing. So let's do that. Put that there. And then we can make one of these. Now we have another atomic reconstructor. And so what you do is you shoot the canola with the atomic reconstructor, canola seed, and it becomes a crystallized canola seed. And then you take that crystallized canola seed and you throw it into the tier 2 oil. And so to automate this process, next we're going to need what's called a fluid placer. So it can put fluid into the world. Let's see, what do we need for that? Auto placer. We're going to need 2 of these auto placers, and we're going to need some of these palace crystals. So we know we can make these. Let's go ahead and make 2 of those, because I know we're going to need we need more black quartz. Okay, let's do that real quick. Grab some more black quartz. I'm going to do another 6. Just chuck those in there. And then the other crystal was what? Let's see. This is a palace crystal that comes from palace crystal block, which comes from lapis. Ooh, do we have lapis? That is the question. Do we have lapis? And if we do, it needs to go on the wall anyway, so... Oh, lapis. We have a little bit of lapis, not a lot. So let's take what we have and let's put that here. Bonk. Alright, so there's the lapis. That's 5 blocks worth. We'll do 1 block worth. That's a different kind of lapis. See that? Inventory nugget versus whatever that is. Weird. Alright, but either way, we take one of these. Bam. And we're gonna just laser him down real quick. So, chuck it in. Alright, and then that gives us palace crystal block and then 9 palace crystals. So we'll go over here. Toss that in there real quick. Let's get our... Wow, why didn't that not toss in anyways? Let's get our 6 quartz real fast. Let's chuck that back in here. And then we go back to fluid placer. Okay. Starting with the auto placer, which we're going to need 2 of these. Actually, we're going to need 4 of these in general. So we need 4 of these. Let's see if we have the basic already. How many? We have 3? Okay, so we need 1 more of those then. So let's make 1 more of those. What the heck was that all about? Are we out of... We're not out of redstonia already, are we? Hold on, we just did a whole stack of redstonia. What happened to my redstonia, guys? Did I not just make a whole stack of it and chuck it in here? We look around for a second. I feel like 64... There's no way I used 64 already. Is there? So this is what the math gets me all the time. I'm always like, why do I not have this? And it's because you use stuff so much quicker than you realize. Alright, well, let's get another stack real quick. Chuck that down in there. I still have 64 now. So if we put it back into the network, is it... Hold on. There it is. You know what it is? And I do this all the time on the stream game too. Is that your remote actually is it's a crafting table of itself. It's not just an inventory into, it's a crafting table. So if you have stuff pulled into your remote, and it's all there is, you won't see it in the network because it's stored in the remote. So don't make that mistake I just made. Alright, so we're making another basic one of these guys real fast. Alright, and then we're gonna go to fluid placer. And we need the auto placer first. So we should make 4 of these because we're gonna need 4 total. There's our 4 auto placers, and now we're gonna make we need a couple buckets. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just in case. Now we make our fluid placer. We make 2 of these, and we need a fluid collector, which is, oh, you know what? I screwed that up because the fluid placer uses the auto placer, but the fluid collector uses the auto breaker. Oh man. Oh well. 2 of these, I guess. There we go. Auto breaker then uses void crystals, and void crystals are coal thrown through the laser thing. So let's get a block of coal. We'll take one of these blocks and we'll throw him into there real quick in the laser. So in you go. Void crystal. Now we put that here and bam. Now we have those 9. And then back into this we go. So now we need a fluid, what do we call it? A fluid collector, which needs auto breaker, which needs 1, 2. So we have 2 auto breakers, which then can become fluid collectors. 1, 2. Now the reason we made 2 of each is stage 2 to 3 uses one of these and one of these, and stage 3 to 4 uses one of these and one of these. So we've taken care of that part of it. So we can chuck that up here real quick. We've got those. We're also going to need some scanners, they're called. Let's see if we have what we need for that. Scanner. Bam, we've got that. Okay, and that's 2 droppers. So we actually need 4 droppers because we need 4 scanners for this process. That's easy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chuck those in there, and then we should be able to make these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got our scanners now. And then the other thing we need is a sequencer. So sequencer, we'll need 4 of these. Not that guy. Where is it? Did I spell that right? Right there. Sequencer. So you need these from RF Tools. We probably need machine bases, so give me 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Chuck those up in there. And then we can go redstone torches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it was 4 redstone torches per. So we need 16 of these. There we go. And then we go bam, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and so that gives us sequencers. Chuck that in there, that in there. So let me think of what else we need here. We've got that, we've got that, we've got that. I know we need a pad, a pressure plate pad of the wood variety. We need one of those. And then we're going to need just a ton of these conduits, which off the top of my head, I'm not sure how many of those we need. But the other big thing that we're going to need is called an empowerer. Because what you do is, you, like I said, from stage 2 oil to stage 3, you take the seed from the canola and you cook it, or you throw it, you laser it, and it becomes an crystallized. You throw that into the canola from stage 2, that becomes stage 3 canola, and then you take the crystallized seed, you put that on what's called an empower, which we're going to make here in a second as well. Then you take that seed and throw it into stage 3 oil, and it becomes stage 4. So it's a pretty complicated machine to build, but I've done it on my stream game, so I know I can do it here. But we need the empower. So let's take a peek at what the empower takes. Empower. We need this guy right here. He takes one of those. He takes a display stand, and he takes some iron casings. Now, we're about to run out of iron, I'm noticing here. So I'm going to break at this moment. I'm going to go collect a bunch of materials, and then we will continue on when I get back. Alright, so that's a good stopping point for this episode. We will continue making the parts for our canola farm, starting in the next episode. And it was at this point that we actually broke and made the one pick to rule them all that I'm holding here. So this should bring us back in line on our timeline. And we'll continue on with the canola farm next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know there's a lot of technical stuff going on, but like I said, it's going to take a couple episodes to make this. So that said, do me a favor, if you enjoyed that, hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button and come on over to twitch.tv/RedSpexGaming and hang out with us where we're playing some other things right now. If you're interested in Ark, maybe, that's what we're playing. That said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye now.